Hey guys, Rob from Georgia here with you, aka VHS82 apostrophe, fresh off my shelf by shelf Blu-ray collection. Thought I would take the time and roll right on into my DVD shelf by shelf. Just two simple reasons. One, I have gotten quite a few films since the last time I did it, but I've also rearranged the entire thing for the first time ever by distribution company, so that ought to be interesting. Again, thank you for everyone who has checked out my shelf by shelf Blu-ray that I've just recently uploaded. The comments, the likes, and everything. So appreciate every single one of you. Again, not a lot of original content on my channel, so I do appreciate the subs and just all the involvement that I do get, the interaction. Again, my channel, you can find me. Letterboxd, you can find me. Bay of Blood podcast, our black and white nights commentaries that we are in the midst of rolling out, and I think we're up to 13. A whole bunch of them ought to be coming up soon. The 22 Shots recently guested on episode 187, which was their OG versus remake of the Crazies, so definitely check that out. And of course, BodyBags, I am your Wednesday night host each and every week. So all those links will be down below. Check out some of these things. Again, I so appreciate each and every one of you who takes the time out to check out the stuff I do. Thank you. Let's roll on. All right, guys, rolling on into shelf number 3, the second of my Intervision, Zombies, The Beginnings, and Bruno Mattei. Just set that down there for a minute. From Kino, The Old Dark House, 1932, James Whale. Man, my only edition of this, at least until Cohen Films put out a beautiful Blu release of this. Man, one of my favorite James Whale films, man, of all time. If you've never seen it, you really need to. From Kraken, Godzilla on Monster Island. Can't go wrong with some Godzilla. Moving into Lionsgate, man. Picked this up a few years ago at a Best Buy. A pretty good price, I can't remember, but both House and Devils and the 30 Days in Hell, the making of, just an outstanding release. A lot of cool artwork inside and whatnot. Rob's 31, of course, picked this up at Walmart when it came out. Eli Roth, Cabin Fever. There's probably like 5 commentary tracks on this thing. It's crazy. Modern take on Vampire Tale with Ethan Hawke and DeVoe. Good stuff. All right, Peter Jackson, man. I picked this up for like $8 at a movie stop store we used to go to. Saw it on the bottom shelf, could not believe my eyes, and bought that quick, man. We really need a new release of this film, as well as all of his early works. Sort of a pseudo follow-up to Brawl in Cell Block 99. Some more Vince Vaughn action. It's not bad. From Strike and Eli Roth, The Last Exorcism. It's not too bad. All right, I will be reviewing this the last week in the month, part of our theme week. Any title with the word house. So I've been saving that for BodyBags. All right, we'll keep kicking this dead horse, man. If you're building up a new collection, this is the way to go. Grab these franchises on the cheap at Walmart, man. There's Leprechaun, 7 films, $7, $8, whatever. Really cheap. 2 for Magnet, Black Death, just a freaking awesome movie, man. If you've not seen it. Troll Hunter, just a blast. Absolute fun movie. 1 for Magnolia, The Host, again, man, South Koreans rarely ever get it wrong on their films, man, and this is no exception. This is an awesome movie if you've never seen it. Ghost House. This is, I've actually got both the Scream Factory edition of this on DVD as well as the Italian. This is the cover. I actually bought this from Amazon Italy, so it makes it a little bit more special, but I got the Scream Factory disc in there as well. All right, from Metrodome, some newer New Zealand horror. If you're into New Zealand horror, Housepot, can't go wrong with Housepot. And it does have a US release. I just picked up the UK edition of this. Okay, rolling on into some MGM, starting with the double feature, Teen Wolf 2, then in a few from their midnight movies.
The Monster That Challenged the World, and It, The Terror from Beyond Space. Some classic stuff right here. The Beast Within. They made a big deal about the last, 10 minutes of this movie. An early Lovecraft adaptation from Color Out of Space, Die Monster Die, Boris Karloff. Some Cronenberg, The Brood, an awesome movie. Talk about editions, man. This edition from MGM for Escape in New York, fully loaded, commentaries, extras. One of those where you pull it out of the box, unfold everything, man. It's just a beautiful release, and it probably, I would imagine, set the template for the Blu-ray releases that would come down the line. The Fog, again, maybe not as pretty as Escape from New York, but man, a lot of extras, documentaries, commentaries, stuff from Carpenter. An anthology with Vincent Price, From a Whisper to a Scream. Ridley Scott's entry into the Hannibal franchise. I love this movie, man. I just love cinematography is absolutely unreal in this movie. And it's got a great commentary track on there too. Can't go wrong with The Hallowing. Some early Rob Bottin work in there. Let's see here. Yeah, the 76 remake of the original Invasion. My preferred. I love this, man. One of my favorite remakes of all time. All right. Continuing. I forgot MGM. Yep. An early release of Phantasm. Some Mario Bava. Oh, Midnight Movies. I guess I should remove that. Anyways, Planet of the Vampires. Recently covered that on the Bay and Blood podcast, which was a lot of fun. And some more Cronenberg, Scanners. It's a classic artwork, man. I loved that movie as a kid. Still do. The Terminator. Good stuff, man. Again, I remember when this got in. This was in the pages of Van Gogh, man. As a kid, man, I made a lot of big deal about the special effects and whatnot. All right, the gruesome edition of Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. Absolutely love this movie, man. Where Hooper's original was a take on the 70s, a comment on the 70s. This is definitely his comment on the 80s. It's only too bad we did not get one from the 90s. That could have been, I wish Hooper would have been allowed to do for this what Romero did for his Dead in terms of commenting on these decades as they roll by. The usual, still MGM, Usual Suspects, classic. All right, let's see here. Mill Creek, 2 for Mill Creek. Kung Fu Zombies, picked that up in a thrift store. Just couldn't help myself. 7 killer movies. Here's another way to build up your collection. Now, pick this up at Target, another Mill Creek here. 50 movies, man. Classic horror classics, man. And this, it's just got them all. Now, the transfers are horrible. But, man, just to have them in your collection, I mean, it's priceless. And I think White Zombie, they're all in there. There's tons in there. Red Lights, I can't remember how or why I even picked this movie. It's not a horror movie or anything, but... and that actually is Millennium, sorry. That's Millennium release. New Concord release of the Joe Dante, Roger Corman classic, Piranha, the OG Piranha. Moving into a handful of New Line Cinema. Blade 2. Some Guillermo del Toro. Critters. Now, of course, if you saw my Blu-ray update, shelf by shelf, I've got the box of this now, which is awesome. Can't remember where I found that at. Final Destination, the original. Also, the box is on here somewhere where the franchise is. And some more John Carpenter, In the Mouth of Madness. H.P. Lovecraft inspired. Remember this edition of A Nightmare on Elm Street? Infinite Film. Just being innovative, trying to come up with new things, different things to get you to buy it. And it's a great release of that original film. Here's my original. Here again, Walmart. This is the way to do it, man. 8 films from the franchise, and they're all right there. Continuing on to New Line Cinema, The Orphanage, Guillermo del Toro produced. Good stuff, man. It's a good movie. Of course, one of his movies, Pan's Labyrinth. Man, classic film. The Right, don't really hear anyone talking about this of late much anymore, but that wasn't too bad. Again, talk about releases. This New Line Platinum series for 7, man, this was freaking killer release of this. Open it up, unfold it, and just tons of stuff in there, discs and extras and whatnot. NSM, this I bought from Germany. Look at this. You see that? A classic. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, man. Great commentary track on there with Tom Atkins too, man. All right, we begin the process of rolling into Paramount as we wrap up shelf number 3. First off, our double feature. I just figured it was appropriate to begin with double features at the beginning of each distribution company. Friday the 13th 1 and 2. And My Bloody Valentine, the original, and the original April Fool's Day. Man, classic ending to April Fool's Day. I've always loved that movie. Let's see. Again, from Olive Films, but under Paramount, Boogans. Classic movie from when I was a kid. Some good found footage love here. Cloverfield. The Dead Zone, and boy, I really would love to see this on 4K. Event Horizon, that's a fun movie. And again, let's keep kicking that horse, man. This is how you do it. 8 movie collection, picked it up out of Walmart. I just wish, you know, like the one from that has him in outer space was on here. But, anyways, that's how you build things up pretty quick, especially when getting your franchises. So, shelf number 3, and we will hopefully move on into shelf number 4, then 5 soon enough.
This is not a dream. Not a dream.